Narcissus must hear of this. So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
不知道这边的这个 BOSS 是哪一类型的 BOSS， 一个人不知道能不能打得过。
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses! When your family disappears, what excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damned Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narsis to avoid getting sick. Of course, they think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once.
I heard you uncovered a lost shrine at Fungal Grotto. How? So many people.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlaalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the House Counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The House leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus. They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll...
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Counselors will deal with it.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
I knew it. The Maulborn are as dangerous as the Covenant these days.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I trust Councillor Raldin.
I think Giron's plan. Don't judge us too harshly.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence. With your assistance, I can focus on preparation. You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
Help someone in need?
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your... He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf...
I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now, you're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narsus.
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Curses on you and your family. Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to Mournhold? No more torture. I've had enough for one day. I'll tell you the same thing I told the crazy lady. The shipment contained something for the Morborn camped outside town. That's all I know. And I messed up. I delivered the shipment to the wrong location. But I fixed it. I fixed everything. Just you wait. Those missing villagers? It's no coincidence, you'll see.
The plague is coming, and we must...
Rest assured, the mole...
So much to do, so much...
Fine goods for sale.
What do you want?
My cousin works to protect us.
Merchant to the great houses.
Some of my family travel.
Staying out of trouble?
How could he be so stupid?
I'm not sure sealing off the...
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narsis? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narsis.
So, half of Narsis must vanish, and plague must threaten the city before Rawldon comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos Plague. Return when you find it.
Not on my
早啊，我看你昨晚应该又玩很晚吧？
You don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, that's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Maulborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos Plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Maulborn. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you.
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sidal.
You can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right to keep us prisoners.
By the tree, you whine like a spoiled child. The city is locked down for your own protection.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago, and Giron's connection to the Maulborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid... I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narsis is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron. Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narsis. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks...
啊，下午再继续好了，肚子有点饿了，先去弄点吃的好了。因为下雨不出去了，自己随便弄一点了。